Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim, and today I'm here sharing my Shabby Chic Victorian junk journal. And a lot of you who follow along on my Tuesday Lives with Amy, you'll probably recognize a lot of the ephemera that's on the inside of the journal. And because we've been working towards building this journal for months now. And we did the cover a couple of weeks ago, so I'm sure you recognize the cover. And I'm very pleased with how it came out, but this has been a long process. And both my journal and Amy's journal are very different, which is really cool. So you'll get to see two takes on them. And I'm going to put a link to Amy's channel. I'm sure you guys are all sub to her, but I will put a link to Amy's channel in the description box as well for you, for those who may not know. So let's get started. The journal itself, let me see here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Pardon me, it's 10. I thought it was 8. 10 by 7. Yeah, 7.5. 10 by 7 or 7 by 10. So it is big. And I used this beautiful lady here that was from a digital kit from, I believe it was Artsology on Etsy. And you get this image and you get another lady as well, which is in blue, which I want to do something else with. But I have always loved this image. She has a very dusty pink dress, and I'm sorry for the lighting because it's very dark outside here and it's raining. So I've got my ring light on and it's pretty bright. So I don't know if I can turn that down a bit or if that helps. That might be better. You can see the beautiful dusty rose color of her dress, and I've stickled everywhere. I've used vintage trims and laces. I've got this beautiful beaded piece here that was gifted to me by Olivia Hernandez, as was this heart piece here. And then this beautiful piece here in the corner, or on the side here, this beautiful beaded piece. This was from Roseanne, and I have been hoarding it since our swap last year, and I finally found the right place for it. But I just loved it. I love the beading on it. It's so pretty, and it looks like it's probably from a vintage dress. Maybe you can let me know, Roseanne, if you see this video. Applique and loopy flower, some Cluny lace from England, and some cotton trim, and then another little beaded flower and some bling. And then down here at the bottom, I've got one of my little snippet flowers. And then, of course, just some dangle trim and a beautiful little pink and cream fringe. And then on the side here, that's the spine. The spine is 2 inches. And it's got this beautiful bell braid from my store. And then I've got antique lace here. And these are all vintage covered buttons from a wedding dress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So that's the spine. And also on the spine, I've made this absolutely beautiful lace tassel that you can see here. It's as long as the book, and it's got some vintage bling on it. And then I've also used, you probably recognize this, some of the ephemera that we made on our Tuesday Live. These little word pieces here are from my porch prints. And then this is an altered paperclip bead made by my friend Karen. Hey, Karen. And it's got some hearts dangling on the bottom. So that's what's on the side of the journal. And then the back has this beautiful antique doily here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I turn my light down a bit. Let's try turning it off and see what happens. Oh, let's see how dark it is. So we definitely have to have it on. So it does have an antique doily here and another applique from my store of the little rose, and then another one here. And then, of course, this beautiful pink quilted piece that I got from Nola, which is Nanny's Attic on Facebook. So that's what I used for the base cover. And then I went around the edge with just this lovely little braided trim from my stash. So I think that's pretty much the side of my Chunky Monkey journal. I tied it with seam binding. You can see how chunky it is. And I also made beads, which I'll show you when we get inside the journal, but you can see all the handmade beads there as well. So hopefully I can get most of this in shot because it is big. But I mean, this would be a beautiful keepsake journal. It would make a great Christmas gift. On the side here as well, I've also got another paperclip bead from my friend Karen that she's made here. It's got it's got a little beaded section here, and then it's got this little flower here with a tiny little bead on the inside of it. So that's dangling off the side by the sari. And I tied it with some pink sari that you can see here. So let's open it up. There's 2 signatures in here. And right here in the front, you can see that that beautiful fabric is on the inside as well, the quilted fabric. And I went around the edge with this lovely trim from my store. It's in a pale blue and pink and cream. And then I've got some antique lace here. And then this beautiful pocket, which is made with this really beautiful cotton eyelet. And then in the pocket, I have this little journal as well. This little shabby flower was made by Amy Love, and just an image of roses, and I've got some cheesecloth and the little butterfly appliques from my store. And then the inside is coffee dyed paper, vintage music paper, vintage book paper, all on the inside here. So I didn't really decorate the inside of this because I thought, you know, this can be just for journaling. So, and this is some Prima paper. So that just tucks in there. And then this I got from a auction on somebody's channel. I can't remember who. I don't remember where I got these from, but I got, they were hand crocheted cards, playing cards. And somebody hand crocheted all the way around them. So I just included one in the book because I thought it was pretty. And then here we go with the pages. And again, the digitals are from My Porch Prints and Artsology, I believe. So that's what I'm using. Gorgeous, shabby chic images on the inside here with roses and script. Everything I love. This is an antique lace here going down the side. And then the book is comprised with the digitals, coffee dyed paper, and then paper that I have distressed and used stencils on, which you can see here. And then this is a vintage image of the Eiffel Tower that I've made with into a pocket with some vintage lace. And then this beautiful image that sits in here. And then I've made ruffles with some vintage fabric in the colors of the journal. And I've done some stamping. And all the coffee dyed paper, you can probably see it here. This is coffee dyed paper that I laid lace on top of and then painted over it. So you can see the lace, which you'll see in other pages as well. Beautiful big rose here. And I did some stamping. And then this is a tuck spot here. And then this is an altered paper clip here. It's got a rose and some laces and some eyelash trim, and this was made by my friend Karen, but I just thought it went really well with this beautiful digital page. So lots of room for journaling in this book. And then here I've got a vintage book paper. It's vintage French paper. And then I've altered some index cards just with collage. And some antique lace there and there as well. And then this is one of the tags I made on Alive. More of those fun word prints. And then this is another digital from one of the kits. And then this is a corner pocket and another index card with the antique lace on it. And this has a couple of pockets. And then just a little tag. And then there's a pocket in the front as well. So there's two pockets there. And then this is some fabric from Ireland here that went really well. It's beautiful vintage with pink roses on it. And just some snippets. Vintage coffee dyed matte paper, the digital, and then here is one of my beads that I have made, and I attached a little tab here with these little shabby pink roses, and the beads are varying sizes, and they're all on bulb pins, so they can be removed and used on other projects if you want. This one's got a nice big bling on the bottom. And then it's got a vintage piece of bling right here. And rhinestones, it's very sparkly. And then of course I use the sparkly white and silver fiber just to make it sparkly, because why not? And then the other side has another shabby rose and some stamping, and then my distress with stencils. Altered CD paper, and then vintage snippets here, and a picture of a vintage building in Paris and some Timmy people. And then that's on vintage ledger paper. More of the digitals. Another corner piece with the French book paper, and then another altered index card with the antique lace and buttons. And there you can see the lace really well on here. It looks really cool. And then there's that beautiful fabric from Ireland, and then it's got a tag with just some dangles, and that just tucks up in there. And I love this paper. It's so pretty. This was one of the reasons why I got this digital kit. It's because I love this paper so much. It's like cherry blossoms. I just love the vintage feel of it. It's like vintage wallpaper. I love it. And then some lace from my store. And then this is a paper bag that has Parisian script all over it, and you can tuck a little something in there. This is the fabric I use for the ruffles, and I made a fabric flip here with more coffee dyed paper. And then this has another one of my beads on it, and this one has a pink butterfly attached to it, and then a little strawberry heart charm at the bottom. And again, it's very sparkly and blingy, lots of beads and pearls and little rhinestones. Another shabby, sorry, that's a text. Another shabby rose here with a tab. And then the other side is more coffee dyed paper with another shabby rose and some stamping. This is a coffee dyed image of a building in Paris, and then just a die cut tag. And then this is some eco dyed dictionary paper. You can see how cool that is. So I included a piece of that in here as well. And you can see there's tons of places to write. This has another one of my beads on it as well. That's just attached to my handmade ruffle here. This has a little pine cone on the bottom. And it's got another beautiful bead here with all kinds of beads and sparkly bits on it. So, and again, they're just attached with a bulb pin, so whoever owns this can remove them or keep them. And then this beautiful piece is the center of the first signature, and it's all this beautiful scripty writing from 1812. It's really beautiful. And I cut out some little hearts to attach to where the thread is for the signature. So they just dangle down below. And then there's a lot of images of vintage ladies and little snippets. It says my friend. This is a little collage tag on some paper. There you can see more of that eco dyed dictionary paper. little bird stamp, dictionary paper. Another altered CD holder that's coffee dyed with Tim People, and this has a snippet of the fabric I used and some hand dyed pink chantilly lace on the inside for the new owner. And there's the other side of the bag. Again, you can put goodies in there. Journaling page, more of that beautiful paper. This is a fabric that has a map of Paris on it, and I used my foot on my sewing machine and I wrote the word Paris with my sewing machine, and I put antique lace on it and a little image here, and that's a fabric flip, but it does say Paris. I did do that. I was very proud of myself because I'm trying to teach myself how to write on my sewing machine, so it says Paris. So I was very proud of myself for that. And yeah, just lots of journaling space underneath. And there's another of the coffee dyed lace papers that you can see the lace there. Just a plain alterations tag that I left, and maybe the new owner wants to alter themselves, and a tuck spot. Beautiful digital vintage ledger paper and pink lace. This is a snippet here, and it's got that beautiful fabric from Ireland, and then this is bridal dress trim. It's chantilly lace, and all these sequins have been hand sewed on here. It's very old wedding dress, so I put a snippet of that in, and then the pink butterfly from applique from my store. The digital coffee dyed matte paper. This is an altered and hand beaded paper clip that Karen made. It's got one of her signature little beaded butterflies and then all these pearls and the flowers she made. It's just beautiful. And then this is a coffee dyed image from Paris. And then this is a tag I made with a beautiful vintage lady in it and some vintage book paper. And then I used more of that coffee dyed matte paper for a pocket. Some of my stenciling here. Digital. Lots of snippets and more of my Porch Prints little word pieces there. Coffee dyed paper with the lace. It's so pretty. Just a page with some ruffles, and then the digital, and there you can see more of the antique lace as we start on the second signature here. So it's got more of the beautiful digital and a ruffle, some stamping. It says Dream, and then some beautiful digital paper with the antique script on it. I love it. This has some vintage lace. It says London 1884. Another card I did that says Believe, and I've done both sides. And then an image from the digital kit with two beautiful ladies. It looks like she's telling her a secret. I love that one. And then some dangle at the bottom. Postcard, stamp, vintage lady, some antique lace here at the bottom. More of the beautiful digital. Another beautiful lady who's in a shop by the looks of it. She has a gorgeous hat on. And this is a little playing card, but it looks like cross stitch or needlepoint. So I included that. I thought that was really pretty. And then this is a tag that I made on one of my lives. It says Sparkle. And it fits in. I made another pocket with the vintage matte coffee dyed matte paper. And then this is more of the lace. You can see the lace here. Coffee dyed paper. And then more coffee dyed paper. You can see there's just tons of journaling spots in here too. Another coffee dyed CD holder, and I put some ephemera in here for whoever is the new owner. Gorgeous digital. I love these roses. They're so pretty. Just more compass stamp, the vintage map, the lace coffee dyed paper and ruffle. More of the lace coffee dyed paper, digital, and then I've got another bead here. This one's a little smaller, but it has a perfume bottle charm on the front. And I know it's hard to see on camera, but yeah, they turned out really cute. I love making these beads. And then another new lace in my store here that I made a little tab with. And she could put her pen or whatever in there. Beautiful image of a vintage lady. Another alterations tag. And this has got the fabric I use for the ruffle. And this is a small piece of very old lace. And it has butterflies on it. It's like knotted fillet, I believe. That lace there. Hopefully you can see it. It's right there. It's very pretty. And stamp. Coffee dyed doily. This is a map of Paris. Another CD holder with more ephemera. It says believe in yourself. And then beautiful. I love this paper. And then this says creative, and that's a little tuck under there. And then here we are in the center, signature, and you can see the gorgeous digital here. And then I added 2 little hearts to the end of the strings where they tie, so they just dangle down. This is a little fabric tuck here. Beautiful digital. This says family. Amazing things will happen. Vintage lace. The other side of that Paris map. The other side of the doily. And then this is some pink fabric and a hand-dyed doily at the bottom. And then it's got a little coffee-dyed round tag with a moth on it, or a butterfly. Little Paris stamp there. This is another tuck here. And this is some antique wallpaper here. And I only had a small piece, so I included it because I thought it was so pretty. And just some lace and another of the words from the digital kit. I think this is the last bead. Yep, that's the last bead. Just another bead. This one has a key on the end of it. And then we've got the Shabby rose and this beautiful image. And then I've got some more antique lace down here at the bottom, just dangling off the edge. It's beautiful Alison lace here. It's just gorgeous. Digital, coffee dyed paper, and then this has a dangle at the bottom that says laugh. And then here I've got another, it says carte postale and a beautiful rose on it, paper flower, and there's 2 pockets here in this corner piece. And then I've included 2 more images of the vintage ladies, which the new owner can use, or she can journal on, or do whatever she wishes with those. And then that's more of the matte paper. And this is another beautiful piece made by Karen. It's another altered paper clip, and she's hand crocheted this heart here. All this beading she's done. It's just beautiful. And then I just took a tag and just tucked it underneath there. Beautiful digital paper, butterfly. This has a little Timmy person, and then some pink flower applique. Beautiful coffee dyed lace paper. I just love that. I want to do more of that. And then this is another corner tuck. It has 2 pockets as well. And I've included 2 just regular index cards for the new person to use, and then a vintage playing card or game card. And then this is really cool. This is a little envelope. It has Velcro on it, and you can tuck some goodies inside here. And I'm probably going to put some special goodies inside here for the new owner. Probably some antique laces I'll tuck in there for the new owner as a surprise. And then vintage doily, and then that just does back up. So that's cool. Beautiful digital ruffle. I mean, there's tons and tons. Beautiful coffee dyed paper with flowers from the lace. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then the last digital piece, and then here we are at the back. And then again, it's got the beautiful quilted piece, more of this beautiful eyelet and the laces and the antique lace. And then I made this little altered envelope, which I tied with sari. And you can journal on here. It says laughter, and it's got a few little snippets. And then this opens up to show you a beautiful image from Paris. And then there's a pocket in the back that has this beautiful lady in it. And then the back has another image from Paris that's been coffee dyed. So that's just a little altered envelope, and then she just gets tucked back in there. You can put things on the inside, you can journal in here, you can do whatever you want with that. So there's lots of little tuck spots and tons of journaling pages. I did not count the pages, but you can see there's a lot of pages. I mean, there's got to be 60 to 70 pages in here easily, if not more. I would say more. But that is my journal with all the beautiful beads that are dangling down the side. You can see here. Lots of sparkle. And then I also added another little ephemera piece here that says thankful. That's just attached to the sari at the back. But you can see there's lots and lots of journaling spots, like I said, and tons of room to do things with. And it just ties shut with this beautiful pink sari. And there we go. That is my journal. I hope you guys like it. It is for sale, like I said. And if you are interested, you can email me. My email's in the description box. But I hope that you like it, and I'm sure that it's going to find a new special home with somebody. So please let me know what you think. I had a lot of fun making it, but it was a lot of work. But that's okay. You know, I think that all journals are a labor of love, really, because you put so much into them when you make them. And I really did enjoy the process of this one. It was a long time coming with all of our ephemera making and, you know, weeks of doing the lives and stuff. So I'm really pleased with how it came out. It's a real keepsake, and this would make just an amazing Christmas gift for somebody who loves shabby chic. It would be a beautiful gift for somebody. So let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching, and all the info is down below in the description box. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.